Welcome to Explore Everywhere podcast, where we explore the world through hiking trails and paddling routes, visit some beautiful places, and meet the people who love and protect them. If you're planning your next adventure, check out our online store at www.exploreeverywheremedia.com. Any sales from the website go towards helping support the podcast. Welcome to episode 29 of the Explore Everywhere podcast. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different. We just got back from a trip to Las Vegas. It's one of our favorite places to travel. Not because of the gambling, why most people think of Las Vegas, but we love to go there because it is surrounded by the most amazing national park, state parks, all kinds of different trails, the desert. There's so much to explore down there outside of Las Vegas itself. So Las Vegas is a nice central spot for that. To the west, you've got Death Valley, which we haven't been to yet, and it's our third trip. Had it on the plans for the second trip, but a rainstorm came through and washed out all the roads, so we couldn't get there. To the east is the Grand Canyon. You can get to it in a couple of hours from Las Vegas, but the main part's about a 5-hour drive. So a big drive, but just an amazing experience when we hiked down. We hiked about a third of the way down into the Grand Canyon one year. Drove there for the day, hiked down, hiked back, and drove back that day. It was a long day. I would suggest staying somewhere near the Grand Canyon for the night. But if you ever go, since there's more than 4 million visitors a year, I would suggest, if you go, to plan to hike, even if it's a short distance down into the Grand Canyon. Most of the visitors stay up on the rim. Once you drop down off of the rim, it's a whole other experience and a lot less people. You want to experience that if you go there. To the north, and what we had suggestions for from the two people I talked to on Mount Charleston, was Zion National Park, which is 2 hours north of there. Highly recommended from the two people I talked to on the Mount Charleston. Definitely somewhere I got to go check out next time we go, so that's number one on our list. And Bryce Canyon's to the north of that. I think that's about a 3-hour drive. Then you have, before you get to Grand Canyon, you have to cross the Hoover Dam. That whole Hoover Dam area on the Colorado River is a recreation area. We had plans to go out there and do a little kayaking, but ran out of time this time. So that's top of our list next time, to check out some kayaking in the desert, which would be pretty cool. Lots of old rail beds and tunnels and stuff that are out by Hoover Dam that are hiking trails to explore. Las Vegas is in a valley between a whole bunch of mountains. So there's mountains and trails all over the place. If you go to the north, you'll find Valley of Fire, which is another state park, which is not good for long hikes, but a really cool place to explore the desert and these weird, colorful rocky formations that kind of pop up out of the sand. Really cool spot to explore. We went there, I think, on our first trip. Mount Charleston area has all kinds of trails that I drove by this time that I'd like to go back and check out too. The closest is Red Rock Canyon, which is about a 30-minute drive from the Strip, which is a nice, close place where you drive up around this road through the desert, surrounded by these colorful mountains. On one side is the Calico Hills, which are bright red, bright white, just a mix of colors. Really amazing spot. There's trails that go up through the Calico Hills. There's mountains. There's trails up through the valley. Icebox Canyon, which I've hiked before. But the best thing is that you're out in the desert and you're close to the Strip. Red Rock Canyon is probably our top destination for when we visit Las Vegas because it's so close. On this trip, we got 3 outings. 2 of them were at Red Rock Canyon, and the third one was I got a chance to attempt to hike up Mount Charleston, which is a mountain that is about 45 minutes from the Strip in Las Vegas, so very close still, but it is actually just shy of 12,000-foot mountain. I've never hiked that high. I think the highest before that was Mount Washington, at a little over 6,000 feet. The edge of the Grand Canyon, I think, is around 7,000 feet. On this trip, I drove up to Mount Charleston and hiked up. Didn't make it all the way to the peak, but you'll hear about that in the rest of the podcast. The other 2 adventures that I'll talk a bit about is we took a quick hike out when we first got there to explore the Calico Hills. There's a set of trails that go in front of Calico Hills, so you see all the rocky formations. Last time we were there, about 5 years ago, we hiked up to the Calico Tanks, which is a couple of basically basins that are up in the mountain that fill full of water and stay full of water, so the animals come to it because it's a desert environment. So if there's any rain at all, then it collects there. and you climb up through those colored mountains, which is really cool experience. On this trip, on our first trip out to Red Rock Canyon, we just explored around the visitor center. We explored just up along the edge of Calico Hills and then drove around, just the drive around Red Rock Canyon. It loops up around twisty turny narrow road that goes through the desert, through the valley that's in between the mountains and Calico Hills. Really amazing views. So that was our first trip. Second trip was a solo trip I did up Mount Charleston, which was an amazing experience. And the third trip was we actually, for International Trails Day, got back out to Red Rock Canyon, Vicky and I. And our plan for the day was to drive out. They were supposed to have a guided tour to the petroglyphs, which we've been to before, where there's ancient petroglyph drawings on the rock face. We were hoping we'd get an explanation more of the history of that. But when we got there, they just ended up having a table set up with some stuff for kids. They had some bighorn sheep horns there to check out, which was really cool. And they told us all about bighorn sheep, which you'll hear about in that trip. So we decided to hike up to La Madre Spring, which is a trail that leads from the same spot as where the petroglyph trail. Basically, you follow the road off the end of the parking lot and start just a steady climb up and around the back of a mountain and then up on a hill, and then you come to a spring out in the middle of the desert. And it was a really hot day, and you'll hear that. Just a bit about the lead up to my hike to Mount Charleston. I left early in the morning, drove to the northwest and left Las Vegas. Not far around the edge of the city, I turned onto a road. I forget what the road was, but a road that basically drives steadily up the mountain. And you start at, I think it's less than 1,000 feet that Las Vegas is above sea level. And as you're driving up this road, steady climb, you can see the mountain off in the distance, especially because it had snow on it. And there's a sign at every 1,000 foot of elevation gain. So just a steady climb, your ears pop on the way up. When you get up there, it's at a little over 7,000 feet where you start. It's more of an alpine experience. It was 30 plus degrees in Las Vegas, but on that day, I think it was 8 degrees when I got up to the parking lot at Mount Charleston. So park there was fairly quiet. There's only 5 cars in the parking lot when I got there. Like you'll hear in the video, I talked to a couple people on the trail. There's another couple I never got to talk to. A few people around, but it wasn't that busy. An amazing environment that is so different than the desert. What an amazing spot. Coming up through this valley. Sheer cliffs on either side. Absolutely amazing. Exhausting, but amazing. Can't believe how much progress I'm making. Not to Echo Lookout yet, but soon. It was hard on the nerves. On a narrow part of the path, almost to Echo Lookout, a small bird dive bombed me from the side. Almost scared me off the trail. A very narrow part of the path. A really cool spot though, with all the large ponderosa pine. Almost getting up to crazy elevation. I hope they tell us the elevation at Echo Lookout. I think I'm done the second set of switchbacks. So Echo Lookout and one more. What amazing. I'm coming up out of this valley. Canyon, more like it. Big sheer rock face cliffs. Absolutely amazing. There's some nice yellow wildflowers blooming along the trail. These huge ponderosa pines that are, some are burnt. Must have been a fire go through at some point. Some have fell over. Some are holding on. Really cool landscape. Not what you get in New Brunswick at all. I am sitting on a rock on a lookout overlooking the Mount Charleston area, which is just to the northwest of Las Vegas. Strenuous climb, got up to about 10,000 feet, but then hit a snowfield. It just got really sketchy when it got into the snowfield, so decided to turn around. Beautiful hike up, went through 2 steep sections of switchbacks, up through a couple of valleys. One of the valleys is full of snow, but it wasn't too bad. You just cross it and then hit the switchbacks. Just sitting here looking down, probably about 2,000 or 3,000 feet off these cliffs, down to the village below. I can see the trail down below. Came up through a really steep cliff canyon, which probably had cliff walls about 1,000 feet. You can see where there's kind of caves almost carved out of the side of it. I don't know how you get to them, but it looks really cool. Just love the ponderosa pine in this section. It smells like pine. You can see all the pine branches that got ripped off by the snowfield. Makes it smell even more like pine. Looking out through the valley, you can see out to the desert and more mountains in the distance. It's getting a little hazy. A little bit of dark clouds coming over the hill. It's supposed to be a bit of rain showers this afternoon. Don't feel too bad about turning around too because I forgot my rain jacket, so wouldn't want to get up there in the snow and not have a rain jacket. Had some good conversations with a guy from Las Vegas at this lookout. He had a cute little dog with him. Just had another conversation with a young couple that just went further up the ridge than I did. They turned around and came back, so I decided to call it quits too. They're actually from Kansas City and they're moving to Portland, Maine, which is interesting. They were asking lots of questions since we're not far away in New Brunswick. There's all these little birds. I think they're a swallow that keep zooming around me here. They're pretty cool little birds. But one tried to take me out on the trail, so I had to keep an eye out on them, a narrow part of the trail, and he come really close to my face, so kind of startled me. Not a good place to get startled. The ponderosa pine themselves are absolutely amazing because they got this really thick bark and it looks like a fire went through. The guy I was talking to said it was probably 10 years ago and it looks like there's actually a blowdown down below here. But he thinks the fire went through probably 10 years ago, but there's all charcoal remains of like stumps and stuff all down through the valley. Really cool. Cold wind blowing over the mountain. Probably picking up all the cold air from the snow. But steep hill with the snow. You had to kind of dig your feet in to get a good grip, and if you started to slide, you're going to slide for a long ways or drop something. It'd be a bit of a nightmare, so I'm happy with this. Got up to, I'd say, 10,000 feet. I don't have an exact measurement, but I think the guy that I was talking to said that this lookout was 9,068 feet, and then I climbed a bit higher than that, so we're going to call it an even 10,000, highest I've been so far, which is part of what I wanted to do today. I wanted to get up just shy of 12,000 as the peak of Mount Charleston. You drive up to about 7,000 feet from Las Vegas on just a slow incline through the desert. Really cool drive up through the valley. And recommended from the guy that I talked to, he said to check out Fletcher Canyon on the way out, which goes up to probably a waterfall. He said it's a waterfall part of the year, and with the snow melting off the mountains, it's a short hike up through a canyon. So hopefully I have time for that, but we'll see how quickly I can get down this mountain. This is part of the reason that we love to come to Las Vegas. It's a cheap place to stay on the Strip because of all the gambling that goes on. We don't gamble very much. Reasonable accommodations in the center of it, and I'm a 45-minute drive sitting on this mountain. And just trails everywhere around here. And just such a weird landscape, like I say. Ponderosa pines on a mountain, not used to that. Desert down in the valley, not used to that. Cactus. There's actually signs for wild horses and burros, which are a kind of donkey that are wild in the desert. When we were in Red Rock Canyon yesterday, they had warnings for tortoises that cross the road, so you don't want to run over them. They're wild tortoises. Lots of lizard we saw. Haven't seen any snakes. Lots of little birds. There's a few flowers that are out, yellow flowers along the trail. When we were in Red Rock Canyon yesterday, there was a few flowers out, but most of them are past their prime and were just fading off. You could tell that they'd already bloomed. Looking across here just to get some perspective, I'm looking across at what's called Mummy Mountain because it has a bunch of rounded peaks in a row that kind of look like a mummy laying down. And the first guy I was talking to told me all about a hike up to that. It's quite a climb up a scree field, which is pretty treacherous, he said, but a really cool spot. It's too bad behind me is the peak of Mount Charleston. If I get up past the snowfield, I could have get up on the plateau, and that's another 1,300 feet up to the peak from there. But once you're up on the plateau, it's just a steady climb up to the peak across the barren. And the other thing, the guy said the north trail down has a lot more of the bristlecone pine, which are like these weird little bonsai looking pine trees that are like thousands of years old, where it's a lot different than these pine on this side of the mountain, which are tall and huge. Probably about 2 or 3 people have put their arms around the base of some of them. Really thick bark. So ponderosa pine on this side of the mountain, bristlecone more on the other side of the mountain. He said it looked like just like a dwarf village because of the weird, small, stunted shapes of them. So I think it's time to call it quits at this lookout and make my way back down the trail that I see way below me. Across the field. Might take some more shots on the way down, but I took a lot on the way up, so I'll probably get down pretty quick. Watch your feet. Ooh, I would not want to fall off the edge of that. Roll for a long ways. It's really hard to see, but there's little people way down there. A couple that I was talking to from Kansas City, making their way down through the valley. They look so tiny. There's one giant bristlecone pine? No. Ponderosa pine. The altitude's getting to me. Starting to forget my pine trees. Oh, snow. Oh, snow. Stay on the trail. Now, this is the part that's a little bit difficult. Can't quite climb over that log, so you gotta go down around. One of many switchbacks. Starting to rain, and I forgot my rain jacket, so that should be fun. Ooh, I hate crossing over these sides of the trail. Careful, careful, careful. That's Vicky's voice in my head. Careful, careful, careful. Looking down the valley. Really nice spot. I don't know where that guy in the yellow shirt went. He's probably at the peak by now. Good luck to him. Just starting into the first set of switchbacks down from the point. I think it's Echo Point. The other guy said it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure it was. Echo Point is the lookout. Making my way down into a bunch of switchbacks into the valley with the first snowfield. The other couple I passed are coming back down too. Might let them pass so I can lollygag. One side of this valley up to the point is all the burn over ponderosa pine, kind of really steep scree. The other side of the valley though is basically about 1,000-foot drop maybe, just a sheer cliff, which is really, really cool. Here's another big giant pine tree in the way. Ow. So now I'm just dropping. A lot better to go down than up. I love these twisty turny. You can see the trail I just came down up above. This is the trail with all the switchbacks. Looking out over the cliff. Down into the valley we go. Starting to rain. Good time, good time. It's a very epic hike. Coming down the middle set of switchbacks by the big cliff face, which is really cool. Another cliff face on the other side. Unbelievable views here. Watch my footing so I don't fall off the trail. Still not over the snow though. Into the snow. Oh, oh. Dig in. Dig in your heels. Ooh, baby. Hit all the branches. Oh God. Stepped on the stick. Oh yeah.
terrain worthwhile. Oh shoot, there wasn't much of a foothold there. Almost made it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. This tree's annoying. And done. That was the hardest part. The small stream from the snow melting off the mountain. Walking through a patch of young aspen growing along the trail. And it's just, oh, it's such a nice smell. It's kind of a mesquite. Maybe it is mesquite along here somewhere. But you can smell the burn from the ponderosa pines that were burned, so you can smell the charcoal. But you can smell the sweetness from these leaves. They're about probably, I would say, 10 feet high. Blooming, their leaves are just starting to come out. Really nice smell though. You can just see the snowy peak of Mount Charleston from behind that cliff. I'll be back, Mount Charleston, for round 2 when there's no snow.
Our next adventure was when Vicky and I hiked up to La Madre Spring. Amazing oasis in the desert.
What did we learn?
I don't know. What did we learn?
That bighorn sheep.
They weren't called bighorn sheep, though.
Bighorn something. Bighorn. The bighorned animals. This is a state mammal.
Bighorn something or other.
I
love it when we pay attention to when people are talking to us.
That they can go for 7 days without drinking water.
7 to 10 days without drinking water.
7 to 10 days. And then when they drink water, they drink how much? 18 liters?
Something like that, yeah. 18
yeah,
to 20
they can
liters.
drink 18 liters. So
when they find a watering hole.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That's all I learned.
Yep. And then I learned that it's really, really hot.
Really hard to see them.
Yeah, they blend.
Because they blend in, but if you hear noise and
you hear a rock fall.
Focus on that area.
Yep, if you see something move.
And it's really hot out in the desert.
It's very hot, yep. Well, it's only a balmy, 30 degrees right now?
I don't know.
There's a nice cool breeze. Wind chill.
It's not bad, yeah.
With the wind chill of
it's not
33.
It's not
36
like
feels like 33.
Like thrown up on the side of the trail, hot.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I'm gonna wait for it.
Wait till we get there.
Oh, look at those. They look like little blackberries.
I bet you there's pollen if you shake that.
I'm not gonna shake it.
They look polleny.
Don't they look like little blackberries?
They do, actually.
Yeah.
There's juniper beside it with the berries.
Yeah.
Juniper berries, pine.
Should I take a picture of this tree so that I can look back at it and say, okay, what kind of tree was this?
Yeah, so we can what were we talking about there? And you'll be like, oh, I would take a picture.
Picture of those berries that look like, it's like I gotta take a picture of the tree that they're in, but.
This is the James and Vicky tour, not the Red Rock Canyon tour.
Our tour is much more interesting though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that tree's cool. Oh, look, and there's more of the cactus flowers over here.
Juniper berries aren't ripe yet. Oh wow, look at how far away it is.
What?
Look at the trail way up there.
Oh yeah. We were saying that the air is drier here in this desert, obviously, and there's no moisture, and we're used to air that has moisture in it, so it's hot, but it's not too bad. But the air being dry just makes it so much harder for you to breathe, if that makes sense. But it's early. It's like, what time is it? Like 9:30?
Oh, it must be later than that now here. Oh, look.
But it's like 30 degrees here already.
Up in here, though.
That's
10
really
o'clock.
pretty.
It's 10 o'clock.
Oh, it's 10. It's later than I thought.
Yeah.
What do you think, James?
I think it's hotter, and those flowers are cool. Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, these are pretty. I just took a picture of those.
Those are really cool. I like those. You get a kick out of how they grow in the shade, though.
Yeah, I was really in the shade too.
Yeah. What does La Madre mean? It must mean the mother.
Sure. Mother of all
Mother
tales.
Spring.
James gets recognized.
Recognized as an improv artist.
There you go. Yeah. From the guy who teaches improv. You're in his class,
Does
apparently.
he teach?
Yeah.
Oh, he's taught. Doppelgangers roll in Vegas, I guess.
I don't know what we do. Stand up? I think we'd be pretty good.
I think we'd be pretty good.
I think it'd be kind of funny.
sarcastic comedy.
Yeah.
Where is this? Look at those flowers right there, blue.
Where?
You see them yet?
Not blue?
All through them, just little peppered all through.
Oh, okay.
Little bluebells or something. I love these yellow cactus flowers.
Huh?
I love the yellow cactus flowers.
Yeah, they're really pretty. Should have brought lunch with us.
I brought my peanut butter sandwich from the other day.
Oh.
And Cliff Bar.
Oh, I have an apple.
It's like shade hopscotch.
Just get like a little tiny burst of energy from standing in the shade.
Kilometer to go. Gonna make it. Gonna make it. Still going up.
Yeah, way back will be much easier than this.
Yeah, and hotter, but
Hotter but easier. Downhills are a little easier.
shade break.
Huh?
Shade break.
Oh,
Gaining
boy.
some elevation. Holy.
Huh?
So far we come up.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Face is melting.
Why is it so hot in the desert?
Yeah.
Cool flowers there.
Huh?
That big bush of flowers. The pink flowers right there. My eye sockets are sweating.
Pretty much staying on the way back.
Nope.
High noon.
Yeah, high noon.
Huh?
You gotta be in pose. I need a shower before Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Off to the yellow patch there.
Okay. I got this. I got this. Okay, I just need to make it to that shade over there.
Yeah, I see the next shade. All these big and little peaks all over the place.
Oh boy. How far is it now?
Since we've gone 2.3, so what was it, 2.9?
8, 9.
So 600 meters. Okay. The next shade. Birds have a great time.
I think it'd be getting cooler up here.
I know, you think it would cool off some. Yeah, I was thinking of climb quite a bit of elevation, really.
Yeah, I know. I'll be better on the way back now.
Big horn yet.
No, it's okay. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared, and I feel kind of sick, so it's just because I'm just too hot. I should have dressed differently for a bigger hike. Okay.
Okay. What you doing? Close, are we?
What's up?
Getting close?
Yeah. I don't think we made it all the way to the end. The trail just kept on getting narrow, but you kind of go to the top of this, and it makes a left and then a bit down, and the ravine created by these two hills is where the creek is and the water is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Good
good.
luck. Have fun.
Yeah, thanks. Didn't say anything on the sign really.
What elevation?
Elevation. That was good yesterday. I showed like the starting elevation and the ending elevation, so I could tell how far it was.
Yeah.
That was mountains also.
Oh, elevation. Right
What's it
there.
say?
The low is 45.76 and the
So
high is
down
52.99. Yeah. It's not really that much, but it feels like a lot.
There's a sign. That's a good sign. Clear Valley. There you go.
Hello. Hi.
Feel better? Cool.
Found some water.
Yeah.
I might do the same thing.
Oh yeah. It feels good.
Have a good day.
Yeah, big monkey. I don't know. Where did the sign say?
Fine down here,
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a cool butterfly. It is pretty cool if there's water out here. Oh my god. Holy, all kinds of butterflies. How is it?
Pull my body down.
Yeah. How was it?
Really good.
Oh my god, it's cold.
Yep. Ooh. Oh, that's way better. Huh?
Having too much fun. There's something about a dam on the sign. It's cool, the grass.
Huh?
The grass on the other shore. It is definitely a cool spot. Oh god, didn't see that rocky outcrop. Almost fell on my face. Can we go up to just where that grass is? Cool, the grass. It's like a weird oasis.
Pretty mindful of ticks.
I don't think there's any ticks out here.
Yeah, there's real ticks here.
Do they?
Yeah, that's one of the things people have in the book. It's a book that I didn't buy. Things that bite.
Oh, the things that bite book. Those are full-blown flowers. Those agave. Yellow ones under here.
Oh.
Is the water in that?
Huh?
Or does the water come out of the hill over there?
I don't
We're
know.
still in that valley.
I feel like I'm losing the trail though.
I know, it's kind of petering out, eh?
Well, it goes over there, I think.
Yeah, you can still hear water flowing there.
I feel like we're coming up with something cool, but
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I don't know how much further we have to go to see it.
You
What?
want to go to the next turn?
Sure. Oh, it's right there, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
I
can
see it
do
now.
That does smell really good. That's a little yellow flower, it must be, is it?
Yeah. It's gonna be very anticlimactic that there's nothing at the end of this.
It's like a cedar or something. 3 kilometers.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
3.12 kilometers.
Yeah, I'm good with turning there.
Yeah. Just want to get a picture of one of these flowering agave things. What kind of juniper or something? I don't know. It smells pretty damn good though. It's a weird little spot.
Oh my god.
What is it? Oh, cool. Oh, they're big ones too. I got a snake in my boot. It is funny. It is pretty funny.
No, because there could be snakes in here.
True, but
Anything special down there?
We didn't get any.
we went.
Yeah, we get to the
just go up to
end,
the
but
valley and follow the
we're
stream.
like, I'm sure there's something more up this end. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
So.
That's what we were thinking. We're like,
It's kind of cool. It narrows in. There's like different plants and stuff, but it just follows the stream up through the valley.
But you can't see the stream.
Yeah, you can hear it.
You can
Yeah,
see it
it's-
here, but that's the only spot.
thank you.
But, yeah, no problem.
Vicky is not good overheated.
No. That was pretty hot. Oh, downhill feels so much better. Yeah, I really like it. Oh, the flowers. I thought you were taking a picture of that tree.
Did you hear that?
What?
Like a No, like a rock fall. Maybe it's those sheep.
It's bighorn sheep.
I do not see any sheep. Oh, those are really pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Wow, look at these flowers.
A lot easier going downhill with a wet shirt on.
Yeah. I think I'm hiked out for today.
Yeah. Some cars. We're gonna make it.
Didn't find out until we got home and watched the videos that we didn't get all the way up through the valley where the stream was. And at the top of the hill, I guess, there's a little makeshift hut that is built, La Madre Cabin, I think it's called. So we didn't get to see that, but we got close, and a very hot day, and you'll hear that in the video. Just a typical desert, but very glad to see a lot of the wild. Once we got up to a certain elevation, we got to see a lot of wildflowers, which had bloomed earlier further down in the valley. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Explore Everywhere podcast. I hope you enjoyed exploring somewhere different than what you're used to in Atlantic Canada. We enjoy going there because it's such a contrast to what we have here in Atlantic Canada. It's exciting when we're there, but it also makes us appreciate what we have here when we come back. It's quite a contrast between the city and the strip and all the bling and the flashiness of the strip. And within a half an hour, you can drive out in the middle of the desert and it'd be a completely silent experience with birds and nature and a whole different experience. So that's what we love about it. We're definitely going to go back again. That was our third time, so we'll be going back for a fourth time. And we've already planned out that our next trip down there, because when I climbed Mount Charleston, I got 2 recommendations from both the people I talked to that we should go check out Zion National Park. It's a 2-hour drive north of Las Vegas.
Until next time, hope to see you on the trail or on the water.